jobs, and and I just thought, wow, that is amazing. See how fate as well can really play a part in you getting to where you are supposed to be? Because some people's journey, you hear about it and you just don't believe it, isn't it? You think, wow, really? Did that really happen, kind of thing? But he's living proof that I think at one point, he was about to go home, because I think his family and his parents were like, listen, this ain't working for you. Okay, this just ain't working. So you're going to have to find a way to stop messing about doing that and get a proper job and, live your life. But I think just at that moment, they say you never know how close you are. That's why they always say to you, keep going, keep going, keep going. If you really want it, don't give up. And that applies to anything, whatever it is. I'm on my soapbox now, Carol. But I want to stress that, because I have seen people give up, and I just thought, I understand. For me, I'm going to be honest, but it's a personal thing. For me, I know I need to rest, because I'm always charging ahead, charging forward. I'm just a bulldozer. I'm just constantly, and I'm sitting there thinking, now you must learn to rest. That's not giving up. That's just taking a breath and getting some sleep and taking a rest and taking a breather. I'm not giving up. But some people just give up and they never get back on, that road. And there is a big difference, because like I said earlier, I do not want to get to a ripe old age and be sitting there wishing that I had carried on. That's not my mindset. I don't want to have that type of regret, or any types of regret, really, but definitely not that one.
Well, it's also, I don't plan to build this, empire, haha, and then
unintended, though,
and be worn out.
Well, yeah, you
and can't enjoy it. I refuse to do that.
No, there's no point. What's the point? So you sat there, you worked your finger to the bone, and then you sit back and just collapse. What's the point? It's just like, oh, well, hello. I got there, but I'm too knackered to enjoy it now. No, thank you.
No. I
didn't actually realise until, as I said, people, I love to do my research. And I didn't realise until I was doing the research, finding out about Omari Hardwick, and that he obviously stars in this new, this series, Power. I think it's not even that new now, is it? I think that came out, when was that, 2014, 2015, something like that?
Right.
And, so, but I didn't actually realise that 50 Cent and Joe had done the opening title music to it. So I was like, oh, wow, so, yes, people, that is in my pod post if you want to hear the track. It's called Big Rich Town. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. I like that.
Well, 50's also a producer on the...
Yeah, exactly, and he produces it as well. So it's like amazing. All the things that he does, he is another example of an entrepreneur.
Oh, big time.
Exactly. So I thought, okay, let's just share that, because it suddenly starts to come into its own when you look about, the branching out that people do. Just because you're a singer or an actor doesn't mean you can't do other things, kind of thing. But I must stress this, K-Rose. Over here in the UK, and I've said this to you before, haven't I? It seems to be... It's hard to get taken seriously to do one thing, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. So, but in America, you guys are the triple plus threat. You can be an actor, you can be a singer, you can be a dancer, and nobody bats an eyelid when you give yourself all these titles. But over here, for you to say you're an actor, people are ready to laugh in your face, for example. Like, oh, really? What's your real job, kind of thing. And you just think, well, no, I'm telling you, that's my job, kind of thing. And they're looking at you like, yeah, you ain't never going to make it. Look how many actors there are, or look how many singers there are, or whatever it may be. And they're always on a negative vibe, which we ain't loving.
But that's recently here in the United States. I want to make sure people understand that in the United States, sometimes as people are looking in and they're looking from the outside, it's like, man, the United States really they on top of it.
Yeah.
No, that just started. No.
Okay.
That's within the last, maybe I think 10, 15 years. I think but now that is a long time, I understand, but,
right.
And it is ahead of other countries and ahead of other areas of the entertainment around the world, but it became a necessity because a couple of things. You have somebody like a Jamie Foxx who really wanted to be a musician when he first started his career.
Right.
He was funny, had a personality, so he starts out in comedy, and then he goes through and they find out, well, he's a comedian and he can have his own TV show, blah, blah. He can act.
Right.
And so he's done all these things. Plus he's done a couple of projects and done some songs the way he wants to do those songs because that's still his his passion, one of the passions that he has. So, but as you mentioned, in the UK and in other countries, it seems like it is a pigeonhole. You're in a box type thing. You're a singer. You can't do anything else. Period.
Listen, even if you convince them you're a singer, it's going to take a long time to convince them that you're a singer, because they're laughing in your face like, yeah, what's your real job? As I said, it's like, okay, yeah, that's not really a job that people are going to take you seriously on, because it's so hard to get into, number one, and it's even harder to maintain and become a success at. So they're laughing at you. They're like, yeah. I've had that. I've had people tell me that. They look at you and they're just like, okay, yeah, what do you do? What's your real job type thing? And you're thinking, well, no. And this is where the self-confidence aspect comes in. You have to be able to really say to them no, and say it with confidence, and say, no, that's what I do, kind of thing. I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, and make people believe it so that they understand, no, that's what she does. She's not messing about, She could tell you she's a secretary. She could tell you she's this and that, but that was just to bring in the bills, to pay the money. No, that's what she really does. That's her real, true career or vocation that she wants to do and will do. Because everybody's got to start somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but the difference between an entrepreneur and somebody that's a worker bee is that the worker bee knows that they can be fired, and they know they just need to do their job in most cases and go home. But as entrepreneurs, we're already at home. And so we can't just do our job and go home. Now, we can go to another room or go out the house. But
that doesn't drive me crazy, though, K-Rose. I must tell you, I actually like working from home, K-Rose. I must tell you this, because I ain't playing with... Anyway, that's another show, people. But I'm not playing with this transport system. And every time I turn on the news, it's something else. The trains and the buses and the foolishness, they're always on strike. Too much foolishness. And I don't... Oh, God, with this weather that we've been having this week, Kara, oh, no, forget it. I would have just said, you know what? Bye-bye. Because it's bad enough that I would have to put up with that foolishness every day, just on a normal day where the weather's okay, but there's always something. When it's too hot, I can't cope with it. Bye-bye. I'm not getting in no train where packed like a sock. No. Bye-bye. Can't help you. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Link 15, K-Rose, because we have to just keep it rolling on down the hill. Just a little bit more history, people. Now, I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. At Ask Avani Show, please let us know. This is 10 things other than sports, singing, and dancing that black people have dominated. Now, this is good, because this is like, talking about mathematics and engineering, and I love this, I love this video, because it really shows that, for those that don't know, just a little history, something in your ear, for you to just percolate on. Because I know that our people out there especially love hearing about this. Everybody needs to hear about history, because these are the things that people don't really, the ones that you want to put on the ship, K-Rose. Those people don't want the world to know about things like this. So I just thought I would put this in there. But these types of people obviously help to contribute to the world as we know it today, the business world, the entrepreneurial spirit, as it were. Because without these types of people having these mindsets and these ideas and being creative to find ways to bring them to the fore, then it wouldn't have happened, would it?
It wouldn't have even been close to happening. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought we could share that today, kind of thing. But oh my goodness, now everybody knows, because I've said this already before, haven't I, K-Rose? I want to share, and I'll say this again. This list is not, exhaustive of some of the people we're about to start talking about, because these are just some of the most famous and very well known, as I like to call them, titans of the business world. And we all know that they have become global success stories, and I had to choose as number one Oprah Winfrey. Because she is one of my big inspirations, especially in this arena, radio, talk show. Yes, K-Rose, I just think she's just done everything, isn't she? I think she's practically won every award there is to win. I mean, she's got multiple companies. I mean, this woman, she's just up there. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, she is just as powerful as she was 10 years ago. She's just as powerful today. We don't see her on TV as much. Well, I don't, because I don't look at the Oprah Winfrey network that much. But she is an example of, I think, an entrepreneur on the upper echelon of being an entrepreneur. Not just her as a person, but that work ethic, that talent that she has, that creativity. And she is a leader because she leads those people that she works with. Absolutely. She is on that upper echelon of entrepreneurs around the world.
Absolutely. Definitely. I had to put her in this list because I thought, wow, she is one of my inspirations. As I say, this woman, as we know, she's an entrepreneur. She's a TV show host. She's an actress. She's a producer, philanthropist. I mean, and apparently she is one of a handful of women who are self-made, wait for it, billionaires.
B as in billion.
Yes. Okay. Big bucks. Okay. So, and apparently she's the first black woman to own and run a television network, people.
Yep.
So, you know, her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show, is, you know, the highest rated TV talk show in history, apparently. So, people, we know that's big news. Okay, I had to put her in today's show because I just wanted to share that. That was link 16, Keros. Wanted to share that because, you know, but you know what I loved as well? As I said, I was doing my research and I really loved some of the quotes from her that I found, and I just thought, oh my God. So people, we are sharing. This is link 17, Keros. We are sharing because I looked at that and I just thought, this may help you guys out there, wherever you may be around the world. We know the listenership is growing. So wherever you may be, please let us know if you take any comfort and inspiration from these. Let us know at Ask Avani Show. One of them I like, turn your wounds into wisdom. Yeah, because especially if you've been through a lot of pain in your life, a lot of stress, a lot of struggling, you can, as you say, Keros, you can either, you know, crumble at the first hurdle, never to get up or be seen again. Or, as Oprah Winfrey says, you can turn that into wisdom and use that to fuel you so that you keep going towards your goal or goals, whatever they may be. And I just thought, yeah, I really like that because that's just, you know, she says, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. That's, yeah.
Whoa. Say that again because that one really, that one made me think.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Because I saw that and I thought, we're sharing it. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Just see? Man. This is why you've got to enjoy what you're doing, people, because if you're just doing it for the money, you know.
And can I actually speak a little bit on what you just said as far as enjoying what you're doing? Mm-hmm. And this is a little, you know, pull the curtain back moment for those people that listen to the show. And so I'm pulling back a curtain again so that people understand, you know, kind of what we do to put this show together and to make this show the international hit show that it is, because it's truly international.
Yeah, definitely.
It's truly international. It is not the easiest task for me, and I'm talking about me now. I'll let Avani speak on here after I finish. But it is not the easiest task for me on a Saturday morning to be preparing to do a show and you're laughing in the background, Avani. I hear you back there. You're trying to be quiet about it, but you're laughing in the background. But it's not easy. The easiest thing in the world for me, who could just enjoy the silence and solitude of a Saturday morning and just be in my bed until 9 or 10 o'clock. There are some, and you are just cracking.
He's got to get out. He's like, I'm getting up, but I really could do with a lying sometimes.
Sometimes it's difficult. That's why I prepare. 9 times out of 10, I prepared for your show earlier in the week. As soon as I know what we're doing and how we're doing it, I'm preparing for the show because I want to make sure that we are as professional as possible, that the technology is working the way that it should work. But, man, there are some days that I would just say, you know, if we weren't dedicated to what we're doing, and I know you have your moments also, but it would be like, man, we just need to run a rerun. And the only time, I want everyone to understand, the only time you're going to hear something that is a rerun or something is if there is an act of God emergency type thing, which they do have.
Yeah, or like, because we just get so busy, we have to do, because you can't be